Did you know that despite being the world's largest economy, nearly half of all Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? Shocking, right? It's a stark contrast, the gleaming towers of Wall Street against the reality of millions struggling to make ends meet. This is the shocking truth about the US economy, a story of immense wealth and prosperity, yet plagued by deep-seated inequality and uncertainty. In this video, we're diving deep, peeling back the layers of complexity to reveal the truth about the US economy, the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. We'll journey through history, uncovering the pivotal moments that shape this economic powerhouse. We'll examine the forces driving today's economy, from Wall Street to Main Street, and expose the often overlooked realities impacting everyday Americans. And trust me, you don't want to miss what we have to reveal about the future. Stay tuned. At its birth, the United States was a largely agrarian nation. Vast stretches of fertile land made agriculture the backbone of the early American economy. Trade flourished, particularly with European powers eager for raw materials. But the seeds of industrialization were already being sown. The late 18th and early 19th centuries saw the rise of factories, fueled by technological advancements and a growing workforce. The Industrial Revolution had crossed the Atlantic, forever altering the economic landscape of the young nation. With the expansion of railroads came a boom in transportation, connecting distant markets and accelerating economic growth. The US was well on its way to becoming an industrial powerhouse. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw the unbridled rise of American capitalism. Giants of industry like Carnegie, Rockefeller, and Morgan built vast empires, consolidating their power and shaping the nation's economic destiny. But this period of immense wealth creation was also marked by stark inequality. Laborers, including women and children, toiled in harsh conditions for meager wages. Social unrest grew, leading to the rise of labor unions and demands for worker protections. This struggle for economic justice would become a recurring theme in American history. The government grappled with its role in regulating the booming economy, culminating in antitrust laws and attempts to curb the power of monopolies. The 20th century proved to be a roller coaster ride for the US economy. The Roaring Twenties, a period of unprecedented prosperity and cultural dynamism, came to a crashing halt with the Great Depression. World War II pulled the nation out of economic despair, but the post-war era brought new challenges. The Cold War sparked a different kind of economic competition, one driven by technological innovation and military spending. The rise of consumerism in the 1950s fueled another economic boom, but the seeds of future instability were sown with growing income inequality and environmental concerns. The late 20th century witnessed periods of both rapid growth and painful recessions, from the oil crises of the 1970s to the dot-com bubble of the late 1990s and the 2008 financial crisis. Today, the US economy stands as a testament to the transformative power of technology. The rise of the internet and the digital revolution have fundamentally reshaped the way we live, work, and interact with the world. Silicon Valley has become synonymous with innovation, attracting the brightest minds and billions in investment. Tech giants like Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon have become global behemoths, their influence extending far beyond the digital realm. From smartphones to cloud computing, these companies have ushered in the information age with profound implications for the US economy. The tech sector is a major driver of economic growth, creating jobs and generating trillions of dollars in revenue. But this dominance also raises concerns about market concentration, data privacy, and the growing wealth gap between tech titans and the average American worker. The digital revolution has brought about a fundamental shift in the American job market. Automation and artificial intelligence are rapidly changing the nature of work, displacing jobs in manufacturing, customer service, and even skilled professions. While technology creates new opportunities in fields like software development and data analysis, many workers are struggling to adapt. The skills gap is widening, leaving millions of Americans without the training or education needed for high-paying jobs in the 21st century economy. This trend has contributed to wage stagnation for the majority of workers, while those at the top of the income scale have seen their earnings soar. The decline of unions and the erosion of worker protections have further exacerbated income inequality, leaving many Americans feeling left behind in the economic recovery. The question of how to create an economy that works for everyone, not just a select few, is one of the most pressing challenges facing the US today. The US economy remains heavily reliant on consumer spending, which accounts for a significant portion of its GDP. From cars and electronics to clothing and entertainment, Americans are encouraged to consume at a staggering rate. This culture of consumerism has fueled economic growth, but it also has its downsides. High levels of consumer debt, particularly credit card debt, can leave households vulnerable to economic shocks. Moreover, the relentless pursuit of material goods raises concerns about sustainability and the environmental impact of our consumption habits. As the global economy becomes increasingly interconnected, the U.S. faces new challenges and opportunities. Trade tensions, geopolitical instability, and the rise of emerging economies all have the potential to reshape the economic landscape in the years to come. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the national debt. It's a staggering figure, one that's been climbing for decades and shows no signs of slowing down. Some economists warn that this unsustainable borrowing could lead to a fiscal crisis with dire consequences for the entire economy. Imagine skyrocketing interest rates, inflation spiraling out of control, and a dramatic decline in living standards. But it's not all doom and gloom. Others argue that the U.S., with its unique global position and economic strength, can manage this debt and continue to prosper. They point to historical examples of economic rebounds and the government's ability to navigate complex financial challenges. The question is, how long can this balancing act last? And what steps can be taken to address this looming crisis before it's too late? The American dream, the idea that anyone can achieve success through hard work and determination, is increasingly feeling out of reach for many. The gap between the rich and the poor is wider than it's been in decades, fueling social unrest and economic anxiety. This isn't just a moral issue, it's an economic one. When a large segment of the population struggles to make ends meet, it stifles economic growth and undermines social stability. The middle class, the traditional engine of the U.S. economy, is shrinking, leading to decreased consumer spending and a less dynamic marketplace. Addressing this challenge requires a multifaceted approach, including policies that promote education and job training, create a more equitable tax system, and provide a robust social safety net for those struggling to get by. The question is, does the political will exist to make these tough choices and create a fairer, more just economy for all Americans? The rise of automation and artificial intelligence is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it has the potential to boost productivity, create new industries, and improve our overall quality of life. Imagine a world with fewer workplace accidents, increased efficiency, and more leisure time for everyone. But this technological revolution also poses a significant threat to millions of American jobs. As machines become increasingly sophisticated, they're capable of performing tasks once thought to be the exclusive domain of human workers, from driving trucks to analyzing legal documents. This raises a fundamental question: how do we ensure that the benefits of automation are shared by all, not just a select few? Investing in education and retraining programs to prepare workers for the jobs of the future is crucial, as is exploring innovative solutions like a universal basic income. The challenge lies in finding the right balance between embracing technological advancements and protecting the livelihoods of American workers. The world is facing an unprecedented climate crisis, and the U.S., as a global economic powerhouse and one of the largest emitters of greenhouse gases, has a responsibility to lead the charge towards a more sustainable future. This transition presents both challenges and opportunities. Moving away from fossil fuels will require significant investments in renewable energy sources, sustainable infrastructure, and green technologies. It will also require a fundamental shift in our consumption patterns and a commitment to reducing our environmental footprint. However, this transition also holds immense economic potential. Investing in clean energy and green technologies could create millions of new jobs, boost innovation, and position the U.S. as a leader in the global clean energy market. The question is, can the U.S. rise to the challenge and seize this opportunity to create a more sustainable and prosperous future for generations to come? The United States has long held the position of the world's largest and most influential economy. This dominance is rooted in a complex mix of historical, technological, and political factors. From spearheading industrial revolutions to driving innovation in the digital age, America's economic strategies have often set the pace for global economic trends. One of the primary ways the U.S. exerts its influence is through its financial institutions and multinational corporations. Wall Street is not just the epicenter of American finance, but also a critical hub for global financial markets. Decisions made in New York can have ripple effects across the globe, influencing stock markets, interest rates, and economic policies in far-flung countries. Moreover, the US dollar's status as the world's primary reserve currency gives the country significant leverage in international trade and finance. Countries hold vast reserves of dollars, and many commodities, including oil, are priced in dollars, giving the US a unique advantage in controlling and stabilizing global economic systems. However, this leadership role also comes with responsibilities and challenges. As a global economic leader, the US must navigate complex geopolitical landscapes, balance domestic and international interests, and manage the expectations and demands of both allies and rivals. How effectively it manages these dynamics will significantly impact not only its own economy, but also the global economic order. Trade is a cornerstone of the United States' economic influence. The country's vast and diverse economy makes it a pivotal player in global trade networks. Through trade agreements and partnerships, the United States has established itself as a vital hub in international commerce, influencing trade policies and practices around the world. Key trade relationships, such as those with China, the European Union, and NAFTA partners Canada and Mexico, are crucial to understanding the United States' global economic strategy. These relationships are often fraught with tensions and negotiations, reflecting the complex interplay of economic, political, and security interests. The United States' approach to trade has not been without controversy. Recent years have seen significant debates over trade deficits, tariffs, and the outsourcing of jobs. Policies like those enacted during the trade war with China have had profound effects on global supply chains, affecting industries from agriculture to technology. Despite these challenges, the United States continues to play a critical role in shaping global trade norms and practices. Its ability to leverage trade agreements and its economic clout to influence global markets remains a testament to its enduring economic power. The future of these trade relationships will be key to understanding the broader dynamics of global economic development. United States economic policies have far-reaching implications for global markets. Decisions made by American policymakers can trigger significant shifts in global economic conditions, influencing everything from commodity prices to international investment flows. For instance, the Federal Reserve's monetary policy decisions are closely watched by global markets. Changes in interest rates or quantitative easing measures can lead to fluctuations in currency values, stock markets, and bond yields worldwide. When the Fed acts, the world listens. Fiscal policies, including tax reforms and government spending, also play a critical role. The United States' approach to economic stimulus, for example, can have a domino effect, encouraging other nations to adopt similar measures to boost their economies. The 2008 financial crisis showcased how interconnected global economies are, with United States policy responses influencing economic strategies across the world. Moreover, United States policies on technology, trade, and climate change can set global standards. Tech regulations in Silicon Valley can inspire similar frameworks abroad, while American leadership on climate initiatives can drive international efforts towards sustainability. The way the United States navigates these policy areas will continue to shape the global economic landscape for years to come. As we look ahead, the global impact of the United States economy underscores the importance of strategic, well-informed policymaking. America's economic health and policy decisions will remain integral to the stability and growth of the global economy. Hold on to your hats, folks, because the future of the United States economy is about to get a whole lot more high-tech. The digital revolution is far from over. In fact, it's just getting started. Get ready for a world where artificial intelligence transforms industries from healthcare to manufacturing, where automation reshapes the job market in ways we can only begin to imagine, and where virtual and augmented reality blur the lines between the physical and digital realms. The race to develop new technologies is on, and the United States, with its culture of innovation and its world-class research institutions, is poised to lead the charge. Imagine self-driving cars navigating our streets, drones delivering packages to our doorsteps, and personalized medicine tailored to our individual genetic makeup. But this tech-driven future also comes with its share of challenges. As artificial intelligence and automation become more sophisticated, what will happen to the millions of workers whose jobs are displaced? How do we ensure that the benefits of these technological advancements are shared by all Americans, not just a select few? These are the questions we need to be asking ourselves now as we prepare for a future where technology plays an even greater role in our lives and in our economy. The world is changing, and so is the global economic order. For decades, the United States has reigned supreme as the world's economic superpower. But the tectonic plates are shifting. Emerging economies like China, India, and Brazil are experiencing rapid growth, challenging the United States' dominance on the world stage. This rise of new economic giants presents both challenges and opportunities for the United States. On the one hand, it means increased competition for resources, markets, and influence. On the other hand, it also opens up new possibilities for trade, investment, and collaboration. The United States can no longer afford to take its global economic leadership for granted. To thrive in this new multipolar world, it needs to adapt, innovate, and forge strong partnerships with other nations. This means investing in education and infrastructure, promoting free and fair trade, and addressing global challenges like climate change and poverty. The future of the United States economy is inextricably linked to the fate of the global economy. By embracing a spirit of cooperation and a commitment to shared prosperity, the United States can navigate these shifting power dynamics and secure its place as a leader in the 21st century and beyond. The most pressing challenge facing the United States economy, and indeed the world, is the growing threat of climate change. The consequences of inaction are dire rising sea levels, extreme weather events, mass displacement, and economic instability. But amidst this daunting challenge lies an incredible opportunity. Transitioning to a clean energy economy is not just an environmental necessity, it's an economic imperative. Investing in renewable energy sources, sustainable infrastructure, and green technologies will create millions of new jobs, boost innovation, and position the United States as a leader in the global clean energy market. Imagine a future where the United States is powered by 100% renewable energy, where cities are designed for sustainability and resilience, and where American businesses are leading the way in developing and deploying clean technologies. This is the future we must strive to create, not just for the sake of our economy, but for the well-being of our planet and future generations. The United States has the ingenuity, the resources, and the entrepreneurial spirit to lead this transition. The question is, will we seize this moment and build a more sustainable and prosperous future for all? So there you have it. The shocking truth about the United States economy is that it's a tale of two realities. On one hand, we have unparalleled wealth and innovation, a nation that has consistently pushed the boundaries of what's possible. On the other hand, we have deep-seated inequality, a system that often benefits the few at the expense of the many. We've journeyed through history, from our agrarian roots to the rise of industrial giants, from the tech boom to the looming challenges of automation and climate change. We've seen how the decisions made in the halls of power impact the lives of everyday Americans, from the factory floor to the family farm. The truth is, the United States economy is at a crossroads. The choices we make today will determine the course of our nation's future. Will we continue down a path of widening inequality and environmental degradation? Or will we choose to build a more just, sustainable, and prosperous future for all? This isn't just an academic exercise, folks. This is about real people's lives. It's about the single mother working 2 jobs to put food on the table, the young entrepreneur struggling to get their business off the ground, the senior citizen worried about affording health care. But here's the good news: the future is not predetermined. We have the power to shape it. The United States has always been a nation of innovators, of risk-takers, of people who never back down from a challenge. And this is our moment to rise to the occasion once again. It starts with staying informed, with engaging in thoughtful dialogue, with demanding better from our leaders. It means holding those in power accountable for creating an economy that works for everyone, not just a privileged few. It means investing in education, infrastructure, and innovation, the cornerstones of a strong and vibrant economy. And most importantly, it means never giving up on the American dream, the idea that no matter who you are or where you come from, you have the opportunity to achieve success through hard work and determination. So let's get to work, America. The future is counting on us. And hey, if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more eye-opening content. Remember, the more you know, the more power you have to create positive change. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep fighting for a better future for all.